Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So for today's video, I have a lot of empties to share with you. I really do not want to make the video too long, so if it looks like there is going to be too much to get through, I just might save some for the next empties video. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead. We will jump in and get started. Okay, so I have hair care, body care, skin care, and makeup. With the makeup, I've got some things that I'm decluttering and a couple of items that I have finished up. So why don't we go ahead and we're going to start with hair care first. So I have finished up 2 of the K18 Astrolift, and I have talked about this several times already on my channel because even though this was just released in, I believe it was March of this year, I have fallen hard for this product. And as you can see, it is one that I truly love, and right now I can't imagine ever being without it. It is absolutely the best thing I have done for volume and adding like a thicker feel to my really fine thin hair. I just love this stuff. It is pricey and I am going through it, but to me it's worth every penny. And yes, I have repurchased. I have also finished up, this is from the Dry Bar, this is the Hot Toddy, and this is a heat protectant spray. I have found that I do prefer the aerosol spray heat protectants. They don't seem to weigh down my fine thin hair as much. So I do like this product. I have repurchased, but I would love to be able to find something a little bit cheaper if I could, if they had a drugstore aerosol heat protectant spray. If you have any drugstore or affordable aerosol heat protectant sprays, please let me know. I would love to try them. I finished up a shampoo from Grande Hair, and this is the peptide shampoo. And I believe there are ingredients in here that are supposed to like nourish your scalp and promote hair growth. But I have to tell you, I use this so infrequently because I really didn't like it that I don't know if I saw any benefits for as far as hair growth was concerned. The reason I didn't like it is that it doesn't have a very good fragrance, and I never really liked the way my hair looked on the days that I would use this, so I just begrudgingly used it to finish it up so it wouldn't waste it, but wasn't really impressed with this, so I have not repurchased. Alright, so that was it for hair care. Let's go on to skin care next. Alright, I did finish up, this is the Pink Drink from Sunday Riley, and it is a firming resurfacing essence. And I really do like this. This essence here has the spray, which I love, and then there's also good antioxidants and firming ingredients in here, and this just feels very refreshing in the summer. So I did repurchase this, even though I know this is on the pricier side. I really do like this. So like I just told you, yes, I did repurchase. Alright, so I did finish up a refill for, this is the InnBeauty Extreme Cream, and this is what it looks like that goes into the component. I didn't bring the bottle down. I'll show you what it looks like over here. You buy that the first time and then you buy these refills. And this has become a favorite moisturizer of mine. It's so rich and moisturizing for dry skin, but yet it has that texture that acts almost like a water gel cream where it just completely sinks into your skin so quickly. So even though it's really moisturizing and like very great for dry skin, it doesn't feel super heavy, which I love. So yes, I have repurchased this. I finished up one of this is the NAD Bio, the number 9 serums. This is what do they call this? They call it the Lifting Sil Essence. So even though they call this an essence, you can see the one little drop that I was able to get out. This is much more serum texture, and I really, really like this serum. So there are 50 peptides in this essence or serum. And you might be thinking, because of having that many peptides in here, that maybe they aren't at a concentration that would actually be beneficial for your skin. But the research shows that peptides do not need to be in very high concentrations in serums and facial products to absolutely make a difference in your skin. So I really do like this. It's very affordable, and yes, I have repurchased. I just finished up one of the Prequel Gleansers, and this right now is my favorite cleanser. I love that it's 50% glycerin for those of us that have dry skin, although I should say that in the summertime my skin is much more normal to dry, I would say, because it's been just so incredibly humid in the Chicago area. So even though I don't need as much moisturization as I do say in the winter, I still love this cleanser. So I finished up one of these, did repurchase another one, and I'm very excited to see on the Prequel website that they have a travel size of the cleanser, which I will be picking up for my travels coming up. So love, love, love this cleanser. I finished up one of the CeraVe, the hydrating toners. This is one of my favorites, and this is just so soothing and hydrating, and just a good all over toner or essence. If you have not tried that step, this would be a really good one to start with because it's affordable and very gentle for sensitive skin. Love this one, and yes, I have repurchased. Now, in an order that I placed for some sunscreens, I was given some samples, and this is from the Madagascar Centella brand, and it's a light cleansing oil, and I actually really did like this oil for a first step cleanse. I am much more of a balm cleanser for my first step, but this was actually a very nice one, and I would think about maybe purchasing this. Now, speaking of balm cleansers, my favorite has been, and I finished up a Clinque Take the Day Off cleansing balm. And I love this. This is excellent, but I have to tell you, it's gone up quite a bit in price in the last few years. And I've realized that because I wear tubing mascara all the time, that I really don't need this for especially the eye makeup removal. This will melt your waterproof mascara just so easily. It's really great. But because it's kind of getting up there in price, I've been searching for different cleansing balms. So I also did try the Naturium cleansing balm, and I really liked this one a lot. This is one I would definitely repurchase. And then I also tried the Garnier. This is Erase It All Makeup Cleansing Balm. Now this one actually works really well, and you get 4.2 ounces in this container. So it's really a large size, so it lasts a long time. And because I'm not really trying to remove waterproof mascara, I don't notice that this bothers my eyes either. So this has been a really great affordable version at the drugstore. I'm actually right now trying the Garnier. It's in the green container like this, the hydrating one, and I do like that as well. But I think so far my favorite replacement for the Clinique Take the Day Off has been the Naturium. This is a really nice one. So this sunscreen here, the CeraVe, this is the hydrating mineral sunscreen. It's a sheer tint. I did not finish this up, and I'm decluttering it. I really dislike this sunscreen. This is everything I don't like about mineral sunscreens, why I tend to not like mineral sunscreens. When you use the amount that you're supposed to of this sunscreen, which is a 1/4 teaspoon for your face and neck, which sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. And when you use that amount, it is so heavy and so greasy feeling, and I feel like my neck is just like suffocating with this on, and then it gets all over clothes, and I just didn't like this at all. So this is like half full, but I just cannot use it anymore, so I will be getting rid of this. All right, so that was all the skincare. Now we will go on to body care. All right, I finished up for body care. This is the Saint-Tropez, the tan remover. And this is something that will remove your self-tan. So this summer, even though I have switched to gradual self-tanners, you still do need to exfoliate before you're, going to be applying the first fresh coat. And I do like this for exfoliating it off. The only thing I will say is that it's not the most convenient because it's a runny foam that I apply over my legs, and then you have to stand there for like 5 minutes before you get in the shower. So that is a downside to this, is just kind of waiting around. I managed to find other things to do. I'm like straightening out my linen closet or whatever while this is on my legs, and then I jump in, and then it's really just like a loofah or a sponge, and I can see it all just going down the drain. So I do like it, and I did repurchase that. I have another one of these going right now. I am definitely a Lumi girl. I have finished up 3 solid sticks. Now this was in the scent Lavender Sage, which at one time I really liked, but it's not my favorite. Now I love the Fresh Alpine. This is the one I keep buying over and over. It's just got a really just fresh, clean smell that I really like, but it doesn't compete with any fragrances. I like the smell of it. So I get the Fresh Alpine, and I've finished up 2 more of these. All right, and I have finished up a tub of the CeraVe, the moisturizing cream, and this is just an old standby that I will probably continue to buy forever. Sometimes I like to try different moisturizers, and this summer I've generally been using the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream on my legs because that stuff absolutely works. And if you have not seen my summer favorites video, I can link that below, but I show a picture of my legs, one leg with the Sol de Janeiro cream and one with this, and the difference is really remarkable what that Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream does. It absolutely does make your legs look firmer and better. So I've really been using that mostly this summer, but in the winter time when I'm not showing my legs, and obviously this is a lot more affordable, I'll go back to my CeraVe because this is just such a good one. Now this is my AlgaCal collagen powder, and I've actually finished up a few of these. I just didn't want to save all of the empty containers, but this is the collagen powder that I take every day now, and I absolutely love this because I have noticed a difference. One, in that my hair and my nails are actually growing faster, which I took the Vital Proteins for a couple of years and did not notice that. But more importantly, what this has done for me is help my achy knees. I noticed a difference after taking this. It was probably 2-3 months of taking this. I do not have the pain that I used to in my knees and in my joints. It really has made a difference. There's also the Forted bone in here, which is supposed to help build up your bone density. So I love this. It is on the pricier side, but I figure I am investing in my future self, so that is worth it to me. So I do get this on Subscribe and Save from Amazon. And so obviously, yes, I have repurchased. All right, so now we are on to makeup, and most of these I had to get rid of because they have expired or they've gone bad. Now this is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage, and this is actually pretty much empty. You can kind of see in there, there's some along the outside. I didn't really try too hard to get every drop out of this. I had already purchased another one. Absolutely love this foundation. This is one of my favorites, and it's so incredibly cheap. So this is a good one, and yes, I have repurchased this. Now the CC Nude Glow, this expired, so I am getting rid of this. And I actually liked this, was it maybe 1 or 2 summers ago? I did like this. Tried it again before it expired, and I feel like it's just maybe a little too glowy for me, and I don't think the shade is right for me, which is funny because I got the same exact shade, light medium, that I get in the Bye Bye foundation, and this one works for me. I actually have the Bye Bye foundation on today. And so the shades don't match from product to product with the IT Cosmetics, but decluttering this just because I'm just not loving it. Now the Bye Bye foundation, this expired, so that is the reason I'm getting rid of this one, but I have repurchased. This is another one of my favorite foundations. Absolutely love this. All right, then I'm also getting rid of, this is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. And this one has gone bad. It's kind of separated and doesn't smell right. And I think the reason that it did go bad was that it just kind of got lost in the shuffle of all my other products. I would repurchase this, but I think I didn't get the right shade either. I think I always tend to buy lighter shades than my skin actually is. So maybe I would even try a darker shade, but this is a really nice product. I remember loving it when I first got it. So at some point I probably would repurchase, but this has got to go because it's expired. This is another one that is just past its prime. This is the L'Oreal, the Age Perfect Tinted Balm. And I don't know if you can see here, but it's just kind of pulling away from the outside and it's a little bit dry. So time to get rid of this. And I did really like this also when I first got it, but gosh, I think this is probably like 3 years old. But once again, I have so many products that it's bad because some things just kind of get pushed in the back and I forget about them. And I think that's what happened with this one as well, because I do remember really liking this a lot when I first got it. But I hate to buy it again when I didn't use this one up, but who knows, at some point if I felt like trying a balm makeup again, maybe I would pick this up because it was a good one. Now, 2 makeup products that I did finish up. The first one is the No. 7 Stay Perfect Tubing Mascara. I love this tubing mascara, and this is, I think, my favorite drugstore tubing mascara. I did go back to Thrive just to see if there was a real difference, and Thrive really is my ultimate favorite, but obviously it's a lot more expensive than this. And this one I really do like a lot. It's one that surprised me that I like so much because it's got a very, very tiny wand. And I thought I was not going to like that tiny little wand, but it's really great because you can get every little lash. This is a really good one, and I will definitely buy this again. And then I have finished up a setting spray. This is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. And I really do like this, and I just never seem to remember to use this on a daily basis. It was one that I would pull out for special occasions like weddings and when I wanted my makeup to really last. But this is a really great setting spray, and I think there's really something to this, that it really does make your makeup last longer. And it also has a way of just kind of making it like melt with your skin, so it doesn't look like makeup. It looks more natural. So I do like this setting spray. And maybe I've got a wedding coming up in October. I would probably repurchase this one to set my makeup for the wedding so that it could look good all evening long, because this really is a nice one. So I did finish that up, and I would repurchase. All right, so that is it. Those are all the things that I have recently finished up, and the ones that I am repurchasing and the ones that I am not. I do hope that these types of videos are helpful with these little mini reviews. And I do want to thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. I really do appreciate it, friends, and I will see you all next time. Bye.